Hello and welcome to the PennEnergy Petroleum News Update. I'm Stacy Schmidt. Oil prices have fallen near the $95 a barrel mark on the NYMEX, reflecting the market's unease about the economic recovery. As the U.S. tries to hash out its debt ceiling issues, investors pulled away from oil, dropping the price. Nonetheless, most oil and gas firms are reporting strong quarterly results based on the higher price of oil, which hovered around the $100 mark for some time on both the NYMEX and in London. It is important to note that the Atlantic hurricane season is starting to pick up, with Tropical Storm Dawn thrashing through the U.S. Gulf, shutting in a small amount of oil and gas production. While Dawn did little to raise supply concerns, hurricanes threaten oil and operations offshore, as well as coastal refineries and distribution networks, which typically raise the price of oil. In major LNG news, ConocoPhillips has sanctioned the $20 billion Australia Pacific LNG project in Queensland, which will use coal seam gas as the source of natural gas for the two-train LNG facility. The project entails a major upstream development, the construction of a massive onshore pipeline, and the development of a large LNG liquefaction and export facility on Curtis Island. In the U.S., ConocoPhillips has acquired a large acreage position in the oil-rich Niobrara Shale in Colorado's DJ Basin from Laria Oil and Gas Company. The purchase price was not disclosed, but ConocoPhillips is immediately moving to acquire 3D seismic and drill test wells in the leasehold. In West Africa, Italian major Eni has discovered natural gas and condensate with its Tsunami-1 exploration well offshore Ghana. The discovery is nearby the prolific Sankofa gas field, which Eni is already working to gain approval for development with the Ghanaian government. While Eni plans further drilling to determine the size and characteristics of the new field, the integrated development of Tsunami and Sankofa may very well support an offshore LNG development. Not only would this serve as the first LNG export facility in the West African country, it would be the first offshore non-associated gas development in Ghana. A new development option, floating LNG vessels, make previously stranded natural gas fields commercial, and FLNG developments are popping up throughout Asia-Pacific. In pipeline developments, the U.S. House has passed legislation to expedite the development of the Trans-Canada proposed Keystone XL pipeline, which would connect Canadian oil sands with eager U.S. markets. The Keystone XL pipeline awaits governmental approval before construction can begin, and the North American-made Energy Security Act requires the Obama administration to decide whether to approve construction of the pipeline by November 1, 2011. Following the House of Representatives vote, the Senate must also vote to pass pipeline legislation. Proponents for the Keystone XL pipeline argue that the massive transport system will add thousands of jobs, improve the economy, and allow the U.S. to look to a friendly neighbor for oil resources. In downstream news, the Dow Chemical Company and National Oil Company Saudi Aramco have formed a joint venture to build and operate a massive, fully integrated chemicals complex in Jebel Industrial City, Saudi Arabia. Following the project feasibility and feed studies that started in 2007, the joint venture named Sadara Chemical Company will build one of the world's largest petrochemical complexes, requiring an investment of $20 billion. The largest to ever be constructed in one phase, the petrochemical complex will contain a world-scale cracker able to crack a wide range of feedstocks supplied by Saudi Aramco. Thanks for joining me this week for the PennEnergy Petroleum News Update. For these stories and more, go to PennEnergy.com. For PennEnergy, I'm Stacy Schmidt.